So we are live with Ameer. So Ameer with Ameer. And first of all, thank you, my friend, for making 250 certified PMP. So he is my 250th certified PMP. Almost same name and a
Yes.
better person than me. A great person. He is working in Oman. He's basically from India. So he joined my one-to-one program. And in the last 2 weeks, there were many challenges. Many challenges. I mean, he was prepared for PMP from long time. But in last 2 weeks, there were so many challenges that like Amir was having second thoughts. I never doubted him. I am saying him from last 2 weeks, but he himself was having so many second thoughts. I will clear, I will not clear. Then I have to use my last card and say to him, "You have trusted me so far. Now trust me for the one last time." And he did trusted and finally he became certified PMP. So, brother, well done. And he cleared PMP with all about target. I like that goes without saying. He became certified PMP with all above target. So, Amir, first of all, congratulations from the entire PMI community on becoming certified PMP with all above target. And thank you for making my success to 250 certified PMP in 2021. So, Amir, this is your journey. You have watched journeys, you know what happened there. So, you can share your journey in any way you like. Please go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank Ameer sir because without him, it is not possible for me to achieve this target. And as Ameer sir said, that I'm from basically from India, and I'm be a professional by engineering, civil engineer. And I'm working from past 10 years in Oman. Uh, so it was there in my mind from past couple of months to do PMP, but I'm not able to get it. So there's a lot of things going on. So finally, one of my friend has suggested me, Amir sir, and I have contacted him, and I have entered into one-on-one program. So this is how my journey actually started, and after that, it is very clear instruction from Amir sir. There's a well designed roadmap which I need to follow every day. There is a schedule for me and continue push up for Amir sir. So it make me a little easy and it's like that. So I have achieved my target.
Thank you, thank you. So, Amir, what do you think about this one-to-one program? So, how effective that program is in clearing PMP in the minimum possible time?
Actually, sir, from my point of view, it's depend upon person to person. Actually, I feel personally because I could not able to spend more time in batch program like 86 hours or something like that. So I prefer to go one-on-one program because I want to dedicate some hours, whichever whenever I'm getting in a day or in a 2 day or like that. So that's why I prefer like this. So I basically feel like it depend upon people, like person to person, like how they feel, how as per their schedule, as per their uh, lifestyle, how they have. So they can manage based on their priorities. So my priorities are different. So that's why I have chosen one-on-one program.
Okay, okay, that's an interesting thing. Oh, I mean, let's talk about a little bit about mocks. So you did six mocks of my mocks of Udemy. So how much relevant they were to the real exam?
Actually, it is actually related. I feel like when I was giving exam, I connect to the questions what I have given. Through your mock Udemy mocks. It is very helpful. All six mocks I have done, and each mock I have learned, and I have done root cause analysis. So I have then gone to second mock. So every mock has a learning experience for me. So it is exactly I can say like it is almost the concept wise it is very much clear when you do the Udemy mock and when you appear to the real exam. So you can connect to the concept and you can answer it. What I can say.
How effective the root cause analysis process?
It is very effective. Actually, As for my case, I have started with first mock, and I have done more root cause analysis, and in between I have skipped one or two root cause analysis, and it was really hard for me. Then later on I realized, like, okay, I should not have done this one, so I go back to the mocks, and I have again done the root cause analysis, because it is, as Amir sir has always told, like, root cause analysis, how important it is, and I have realized and have done it, and that make me more clearer actually about my concept. Like, some of the domain areas I have little bit of confusion when I do root cause analysis, because when you give answers and you feel like it is correct, and when you go back to the answer and you do the root cause analysis, then you realize, like, okay, this can be the answer. So it will make you more clearer to the concept, what you think and what is actual.
Okay. So Anirudh, one of my one-to-one student, and he's asking you like, what was your average score in those six mocks? And a very important question, how did you improve your scores in the subsequent mocks? So this, even you want to go into depth of that question, I would love to know. And everyone who will watch this later on, that's a very important question Anirudh has asked. What was like, okay, your score may be less or more, but how did you improve it continuously? Please.
Yes, sir. Actually, when I started with my first mock, I think I scored 62. Yeah, I scored 62. So, and I have discussed with Amir sir also. Like, he said that, okay, you can continue with the second mock, and my scores are actually getting fluctuated. Like, sometimes I'll get like 62, then immediately when I have done second mock, I got 72. So I was like, okay, I'm on right path. I'm doing correct things. I have observed in my progress. Later I got again 62. So the thing is, like, every mock have a different difficulties. So based on that, my scores got fluctuated, and how I improve my score, I must say that root cause analysis. Because root cause analysis, as I said, you once you do the root cause analysis, you get clearer idea about the question, what it is actually asking. Because sometime when we are answering the question, we thinks from our mind, and we with what we have understood the question, but what actually question is saying, it is something different. So it is different perspective of person to person to judge the answer. And when you do the root cause analysis, you will come to know, like, okay, what is the answer, and how the question actually it is going towards the answer. So every root cause analysis, it will make you more prepared for your exam, and more clearer about your concept about the particular domain areas. So I feel like I improve personally my scores based on root cause analysis. I have done a lot of root cause analysis. Yes.
I loved your answer. The basic goes back, like it goes back to the basis of everything. That whenever you are doing question, and that's why I asked to make an Excel sheet for your root cause analysis. You go to the root cause and see where you are having problem. Then maybe going back to that thing and working on that thing. Okay, engineer Umar is also saying he's also my batch student. Okay, so Amir, let's talk about a little bit time management in the exam. So we had a conversation like two
Yes.
hours before exam. So how did you manage time in the exam?
Actually, sir, as you said before the exam, like, I have to manage like 80, 80, 70. So I follow the same pattern. Uh, but I feel like when I started with the first section, so I almost I have completed my 60 question in, you can say, like 79 minutes or something like that. So then second section is same. I completed dot 79 or 80, around like that. But on the third section, I think I have picked this one pace, and I have completed 10 minutes before all the last section. So I was just waiting, and I just want to go through some questions, but I feel like there's no use, because it will make you more confused if you go back and see the questions.
I never
So
recommend. I
yeah,
never
yeah.
recommend going back to that. Okay, in the same context, basically, Anirudh have asked the question, how did you manage the time during the exam? I mean, division that you said, Anirudh, before the exam, I will have a discussion with you about that. I actually have a last night discussion. 80, 80, 70 is the principle we use for 60, 60 question. He completed the time, and what is your advice? Okay, what advice you will give it? Before that, going to that back, one thing, the last thing that I give you as a mocks, those 60 questions on the prepcast for the time management. How helpful those were.
That is very helpful, sir. That is very helpful. I must say that because when you're doing Udemy mocks, you have a liberty of like you can pause and you can do your work and you can come back and you can solve the questions. So in that, I feel I personally my experience is like you cannot judge your timing. You can say okay. Sometimes if I'm giving continuous 60 questions or 70 questions, I can say okay, I have done it in time. But later, it's just not possible for you. So Prepcast has helped to maintain my timing, and as advised by Amit sir that I have done 60, 60, 30. So I was just observing my timing, like how much time I'm taking. So it is sometimes it is very like at the last moment I'm giving some answers and in a hurry. So later as I'm giving more and more prepcast, my timing got improved, and it's definitely helped me in my main exam.
Yeah, that is one of the reason. Otherwise, my 6 marks are more than enough for PMP exam. The only reason I give prepcast to the students or buy for the students is that the timing thing. I am working on my software. My software team is very slow because am making those 60 question simulator so that we don't have to buy that thing anymore because their questions are not updated. And I know, engineer Umar Sadiq, if you have any other question, you can ask him. Put in there, yes, the time, the score, the percentage he has already answered. Ameer, what was your score in the prep in my Udemy mock number 4? That is the most difficult one.
Yeah, actually, sir, Udemy mock number 4, as I told you before, like it was something wrong when I have given that exam. It
Oh,
actually is,
at
yeah,
that time, yeah, at that time the Udemy had that bug that the question
yes,
got,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
I totally
But
remember.
later I have given the same exam. Later I have given same exam, so I got it around maybe around 68 or something.
Yeah, second attempt or little attempt does not count into that context. I'm not a believer of the second attempt, and I'm not a believer of a student giving second attempt. That's why we make sure you clear in the first attempt. Guys, this was a fascinating thing when I was forcing Amir to give exam. Amir always said that I don't want to fail. I said you will pass. You will pass in first attempt. Okay, Amir, let's talk about those 50-50 questions that we did along the topic. How effective those were?
It is very effective, to be frank, because as you know that I'm engaged in one-on-one program. So when I completed the video session. Like Amit sir will send me the video, then I have gone through the slides, and when I have done that 50 question, it is actually make that topic clear for you. Like if you read the slides, if you watch the video, and then you go back and you done that 50 question, that means you have done everything. You understand everything on the particular topic, so you can move to next topic. So I think it is one of the best idea I have seen. Like to go answering the 50-50 questions. So I have done it as Ami sir has told me. So, and I have maintained my scorecard also, so I can review the in which domain I'm having problems, so I can just do root cause analysis and I can improve myself.
Okay, now that's a very interesting thing. How basically we work in this thing, how we those 50-50 question done. So Anirudh, if we eliminate those 2 weeks in which you did not study, in which you were busy not study, how much time it took you to do the preparation?
Actually, sir, actually, I could say like
One
I'm not able to give time properly, but I was utilizing night time. As you know that I'm sometimes I'm messaging you late night around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and I'm surprised that you are answering me. That is the most amazing thing for me. Like even for 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'm asking something and you're answering like okay, then do this, then do that. So I was just managing myself. So yeah, the gap always create a problem to your progress because once you're in a pace like you're doing everything, then you should continue rather than giving break.
Okay, yeah. So that's an interesting thing that how you work onto that. Yeah, Anirudh, answering your question, and I know the context you are asking. Normally, it takes 3 weeks to 4 weeks of a consecutive study, but it all depends how much time you can give. how much work, like at this stage at which you are, at which Anirudh is playing right now, you need to do more of those pepcast question, and that will be the final thing, and you will be play PMP in less than a week. I'm 100% sure about that thing. Okay, so did you do those deep breathing exercise? You were very confused.
Definitely, sir. Because as you know that before the exam, how I was like little bit confused and having doubt about whether I will pass or not. So I'm getting little nervous before the exam, and I have done that deep breath exercise every start of every section. And when I take break, I'm doing this one. It has really helped me to relax myself and concentrate to the next section, and it's really helped me, as I say.
Okay, okay. That's a good way to say, okay. Any final advice for aspirants? Many people, like 7 to 8 people are now, 9 people are watching right now. So hundreds of people will watch later on. You never know. And actually, I record these journeys video for single person, for a single. Now we have a good following. When I started, we used to have only 1 or 2 persons. So even a single person who watched this video, and from your lesson, from your journey, he get aspire. So you have a chance to change life, Amir. So go ahead. Whatever your advice is, please your final advice to PMP aspire.
I can give advice like follow Amritsar program, because it is more than enough for anybody to pass the exam, because the amount of data, the coaching style, everything, it is more than enough. If you follow the roadmap, what Amritsar has told, then definitely you'll get the target what you are planning to achieve. So just follow and update him about the progress, and that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now a few things you know that I always like to discuss this with among the team members is that the first thing is each one teach one. Each one teach one. Now you have become certified PMP. Now this the duty lies with you that you are in the group. I actually added you last night. I didn't
Yes,
want. Normally, I don't add my one-to-one student till they clear the exam because they are the premium student and I want them to. But now I've started adding those people. So now there are multiple people you need to guide them. You need to support them to become certified PMP, and you are there. You should be there for them. And apart from them, other people in your job area. Secondly,
sure, sure.
I need you to write PMP question. You see, those 6 mocks you did, they were made by before you, by 200 certified PMP before you, and now you are 250th certified PMPs. So you need to make PMP questions, and I will guide you how to do that. But that's later on. I know the third thing comes, and that's for you right now. Celebrate the success, brother. You worked
Thank
specifically the last 2 weeks. Like guys, I just want to put something in the context. He had some, everyone had things. He wanted to go back to home because of some things at his home, and he was saying, sir, I will come back and give exam. I said, no, 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 this is not gonna happen. So last 2 days what we did, I said, okay, just do this 60 question and give exam. He did 60, 60, 60. I said, okay, give exam. Then he booked the exam 1 day later and he finally cleared it. I want to say you, brother, you earned your celebration. Now is the time to celebrate. Now is the
you.
time to celebrate your success and to know that you have achieved something that is really, really marvelous. So thank you very much, Amir. Best of
Thank you, sir.
luck. Best of luck for your future endeavors and become a set. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thanks.